Yes, boss.
Hey, there we go. Congratulations, everyone. Well done. This is end of deployment. Operation Links. We have finally completed our winter/spring, maybe bleeding into summer a little bit deployment. I hope you all had a good time on it. This is the first time that we've done something a little bit different like this. We've done our snow deployment. We're all rocking our nice white trousers and went off and did some defensive part of the operation and then went on the offense towards the end of it. Throughout the deployment, we had some fantastic feedback. So thank you very much, everyone, for all your feedback in debriefs. That gets passed back to us and then we do read it. And you'll also get the chance to provide some feedback directly to J3 over the coming days as well. You should see some forms going out in terms of feedback forms that you can fill in to give a bit of feedback on future operations and how we do things in the fourth. Give you a little bit of a chance to put some input there, things that you'd like to do more of, things that you'd like to do less of. Obviously, bear in mind we are a large unit, so you won't be rappelling out of the back some Merlins and stuff like that. So, you all enjoyed this deployment, as I said. Next up, if you haven't been to one of these before, has anyone not done this before? Probably a few of you. Don't know who said, someone said something. If you haven't done one of these before, we do this at the end of every deployment, basically where we force you into a parade square and you get to listen to me for 30 minutes while I give out medals and give you some information about the up-and-coming deployment, what's happening in the weeks before the deployment, etc. And then, as I said, at the end, giving out some medals to those people that have been nominated by their COC, by their NCOs, etc. So I've got a couple of key dates for you. Following this evening, you are now on administration week, so you will be doing nothing for the entirety of the next week. That's not true for your NCOs. This is time for you to catch up on admin, get all your stuff sorted so you're ready for the next deployment and PDT. Admin week is ending on the 8th of next month. So you've got the entire week. There won't be any operations being run that week, so if you turn up next Saturday, you'll probably be alone. There won't be any on Wednesday or Sunday, as is the definition of a week. So you won't be able to fill in either. So you'll have to find something to do, potentially going outside, saying hello to your family or your loved ones, etc., which I'm sure you will all have the time to do. Then once we've finished up admin week, we'll go on to PDT for the next 4 weeks. Who knows what PDT stands for?
Pre-deployment training.
Someone said pre-deployment training. They got it right. It was a test. You passed. Well done, Al McCoy. PDT is going on for 4 weeks. These 4 nights for those of you that are a little bit mathematically challenged. You'll be in 2 nights of Coy exercises, so operating as an entire company, and 2 nights as a platoon, operating within your platoon. The next deployment, we will be going into the jungle somewhere in South America, with a lot more details to come on that soon, with J9 releasing a trailer at some point. So the next PDT map will be on Tanoa. So if you haven't got Apex, you've managed to squeeze yourself into the unit without having Apex. Someone's having a wee drink over there. Look at that. Then you will need to buy it. It's about $17.99, a couple hours work. Or you can get it on a sale. Usually it's on sale like £1 every now and again. So make sure you pick that up. So PDT 4 weeks, and then the op starts on the 8th of June. Back on the 8th of June, we're back into next deployment, which will be called Operation Puma. SEALs in South America, as I said. Nice jungle ops. We will not be using webbing as we have in the past, because it is just not fun for anyone to get one banged by a 9mm. We will be using our vests, but it should be good. You'll have fun getting lost, losing your section when they're only about 10 meters away from you, and getting ambushed inside the jungle when you can't see anything. Alrighty, so we're going to move on to medals now. If you haven't done this before, as I said at the start, kind of force you to do this. What's happened with medals, what we do in this unit is we give out medals at the end of each of our deployments, and these are just a way for us to recognize people's work, people's dedication, the time that they put into the unit, the things that they do, the things that they brought to 4IB. The medals are gathered around 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the end of deployment. We at the top of BGHQ ask all of your unit HQs, either your platoon commanders or your EAW commander, to go out, find recommendations, speak to your NCOs, get people who've done a really good job throughout the deployment, and also people who've been doing fantastic jobs in the unit, moving the community forwards for the past X amount of years or however long they've been in there. So first up, we're going to start up with our mentioned in dispatches. This is a medal that we give to people who have been exemplary throughout the deployment and the deployment only. They've been noticed by their COC, by their peers, by people in other areas of the unit as well, whether it be BGHQ, whether it be someone in 12MI, for example, noticing that you're a pretty cool person. So big congratulations to all of these people that are going to come up and stand in front of me next. So if I call your name, you're going to come up, you're going to stand in front of me, everyone's going to give you a big round of applause, and then maybe you'll give us a wee speech. If you're feeling nervous about giving us a wee speech, then it sucks to be you, because I'm just going to keep asking you to do it until you do it. Right, so first up, I'm looking for a Second Lieutenant W. Archie. Come on. You definitely tapped out there, weren't you? Fucking YouTube or some shit.
Several layers, yes.
Are you alright? You can come stand a wee bit closer.
Don't do it, it's a trap.
Next up, I'm looking for Acting Corporal Jane Eason. I've got a nomination for Acting Lance Corporal. Oh. A. Vex. It's our second favourite Frenchman, Corporal H. Blackburn.
Stat-eater.
His partner in crime, Lance Corporal A. Till.
Fisherman's Bay way.
It's a man himself, Lance Corporal Mesh.
Mesh.
You can go on the right as well. You're all going on the left.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Oh, there we go. Just it's pending. Please wait. Next up, I'm looking for Private A. Knight. Look at him, big fucking swagger as he walks up here. These are nothing compared to him. Private B. Hardy. Private C. Lambs.
That's all of 3 seconds.
Hey, we might have to do 2 ranks now. Private D. Rosette.
Asked us to say who didn't get it.
Private G. Goodspeed. Well, you didn't get it. Private L. Govier. Oh, anytime today, Govier. Here we go. There we go. Private R. Anderson.
He's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Fuck him. Big boo, big boo. Private R. Barton.
Private Barton.
Hello.
Yeah.
You can see when this nomination went in, can't you? You've been demoted, Barton. Sorry. Right, so big congratulations to everyone that's in front of me. You've been noticed by your COC. Some really nice things that have been written about you here, which we'll post up on the forums at some point. Mesh, you've been described as never complaining, which I would
Oh my.
I would challenge, to be honest. I think I've seen that a few times.
He's got no life, that's why.
Knight, you've been described as being a relatively new member, but you've been pivotal to your section. But whoever's nominated you has spelt pivotal wrong, so you need to have I mean, it's not fucking hard to spell, but we'll see who that is. Who would have nominated you? Who's your IC? Name and shame. Eason. Fuck's sake. Eason, you're in the line. What the fuck, man? Pivotal. So congratulations to you all here. Massive congrats. Big round of applause from everyone. Come on. Off you go. Back in line. Go. So these fellas are very lucky. Will get their deployment ribbon. They'll get a nice little oak leaf added to it to show that they were super special or pivotal. Or as Eason spells it, pivotal to their
You're right
areas.
next time. You can't laugh.
Okay, right, so next up, we're moving into our good conduct. So good conduct medal is something that we don't give out very often. It's got a lot more rare since I came back. The MIDs are something that we do per deployment. the good conduct is something that we put forwards for people, or you are put forwards and then ratified for us, based on over about 6 months of service, 3 to 6 months of service. You're doing things in your sections, you're doing things in your platoons, you're doing things that moves the community forwards, and you've been recognised by countless number of members, and then ratified by ourselves in BGHQ. So first up, I am looking for a man from 2 Platoon 2 section, or Acting Corporal J. Smith.
How we go, Smithy?
Are you still acting? No, you're corporal. Look at that. I've done you. I'm looking for Sergeant Thacker.
Well,
Not here.
Not here.
Is he watching a stream? No. Okay. He's our second favourite American man. Can you guess who it is? Hopefully he's fucking here. Lance Corporal A. Giss.
Yes.
Giss.
Cheese.
Cheese, Gromit.
He's responsible for most of the 12 MI complaints. It's Lance Corporal C. Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There you go. There we go. Private A. Lee.
Wow.
Looking for Private D. Hansen. You had a song out back in the day, didn't you? Private F. Desmond. So these are where's Desmond? Where is he? Oh, you fucking hell! You snuck up. Got the sun in my eyes, so I couldn't see. Right. Okay. So I'm going to embarrass you a wee bit here, and read some of the stuff that people have said about you. So Smith has been described as a constant presence on an op night. Don't know if that's a compliment or not. He fills in more than anyone that this person has seen, because he's a dedicated individual who tirelessly gives his time to the unit, being the Phase 1 lead. So every Tuesday, you may have seen Smith already if you were on Phase 1. He's there making sure that it all runs smoothly, which is a very thankless task, being the Phase 1 lead. Next up, Thacker, obviously not here. Been described as being done a remarkable job in his maiden deployment, as well as making sure the platoon keeps running while striving to make himself available to people when they need him. Gase always willing to step in and help whenever asked, described as being very able as an NCO. There you go. You feel able, Gase?
Depends on the day.
Yeah, good. Owen, 2 IC, a 12 MI for over a year, dedicated, enthusiastic, and Lee, once again, attending every single night of the op. I don't know if that's a good thing. He's capable in a multitude of skills, and always an all-rounder, continuing to be an excellent member of the unit. Hansen, it's only taken 2 deployments for Hansen to prove himself as a mainstay within 1-1, someone willing to and able to rise above his station to act as a bulwark for the section in dire times. Fuck me, this is like reading a Terry Pratchett novel. And then next up, we've got Desmond, who's constantly gone above and beyond his station as a private. He stepped up more than an average 3 IC would and likely should. And for 4 long weeks, Desmond stepping into that 2 IC position as a private, making sure that his section was operating efficiently and the other guys were able to have fun. So massive round of applause to all these guys that were awarded their good conduct medal. Owen, do you want to give us a wee speech?
Oh, really? Thank you, though.
No? Just a wee one? Go on.
Speech!
Go on. Just a little one, Owen.
I'll get you next time.
Okay, thank you. Hansen, anything to say? How do you feel?
I don't have any speech prepped, but I don't
That's
know
not
what
what I
to say
asked.
really.
That's
said,
not a
how did
question.
you
How do you
feel?
feel?
I think Mbop.
I don't know, constipated.
Fuck off, you back to your lines.
Good answer.
Right, okay, so next up we have our military cross. So one of these gets given out for each night throughout the entire deployment. We get a few nominations for these. This is just a little bit of fun thing that we do, so something that someone's done in-game, in server, that's been recognized and is kind of, people have looked at it and gone, oh, that's quite a cool thing. That really enhanced gameplay throughout the unit by people seeing it, people talking about it, etc. So this person, who's been awarded the Military Cross, during the raid against the Russian town of Berezino, this person was sent out with a small detachment to retrieve casualties. During this time, the detachment came under fire, and this person pulled the injured behind the building while the rest of the platoon engaged and destroyed the enemies advancing towards him. He didn't have a radio, everyone around him was bleeding, and he managed to stabilize every single casualty around him while under fire and ahead of the platoon's line. And he managed to stabilize these until the platoon medic was able to get to him, pull them out, and get everyone to safety. So, I'm going to butcher your name because of my accent, but it's Private T. Renault.
Why didn't he have a radio?
Oh, where are you going?
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah, why
Do you want
did
me
you
to
not
move?
record?
I can move if you like. Down there.
Oh, get your ankle.
All right, okay. Congratulations, everyone. Big round of applause for Mr. Renault. Congratulations, Renault. Off you go. Oh, getting there.
Getting there. Getting there.
Getting there.
Alright, well, like.
Righty, okay. So next up, I have an award that's very rare to be given out, which is the Meritorious Service Award. We've given out one of these, I think, so far. I think actually we haven't given out any. This person will be receiving this award for dedication to the unit for an exceptional amount of time. The Meritorious Service is extremely hard to get. It's something that you probably need to be here for at least over a 12-month period of time. Really kind of sacrificing a lot of your time for the unit and primarily just moving the community forward. So this person has had his role thrust upon him and has done a fantastic job under pretty dire circumstances in the past. The detachment that he is in was not in the best position, but has now really gone from strength to strength and started doing absolutely fantastically. And in a very large part due to this person, but also the people that he manages as well, and the area that he manages as well. He's been in the unit for a considerable number of months. He also has led an area very successfully, and it's one of the areas that I think we all look at and say, you know, they do a fantastic job over there. So I would like Mr. Squadron Leader Jay Barrett in front of me.
He's Grommy.
Barrett's done a tremendous job over the past 3-4 months since he's been placed in as EAW commander. Before that, he was also the IC of TMW, or 3Med if you used to call it that, and has really kind of left it in a fantastic spot for Hughes and Godfrey to take over, and while Nichols was in there as well. TMW really stable squadron, and now EAW going from strength to strength under his leadership. So with this, he's been nominated to receive the Meritorious Service Award. Congratulations, Mr. Barrett.
Can I take that snowman home?
Yes. Yes, if you give us a speech.
Which one?
Yes,
Put it on the
give us a
C-130
speech. Give us a little speech, little tiny one.
I'd say about that.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Right, see you later, Barrett. Thank you. Big round of applause. I have one more. I have a Queen's Volunteer Medal. This is something that we don't usually give out each deployment. It's quite rare that someone gets one of these. I've got one of these because I'm a pretty cool guy.
Bem has two.
Bem has two. You're still not getting your GPMG, Scott. Throughout this person's time in the unit, he's constantly strived to improve the unit. This person has had the pleasure of having him as his platoon sergeant, phase 1 lead, and now intelligence supervisor. This person has been there since he first started his journey as an NCO, as an acting Lance Corporal, and was always happy to stop what he was doing and answer whatever questions they may have. He continued to not only do this for me, but others in the platoon and even in the unit, as he stepped into his spots as an SCBC instructor, as well as various positions through the other J offices, most recently the effort in J3, which has been shocking even in my very short time there. He has motivated the team to make meaningful intelligence that gets the community involved and has led to the deployment being the most well-received since I've been here. Long story short, this person does a lot for the unit and makes it a better place, putting in countless hours that many people don't see or even know about. I can't think of a more worthy recipient of this medal. And for that, Mr. Sergeant J. Brandy, come on.
Go on,
So that's
man.
not the only bit. Someone else nominated him. Brandy has taken on more responsibilities in the unit than anyone could reasonably ask of him by having been the Phase 1 head and now an SCBC instructor. He's always been invested in improving the skill, leadership of the unit, improving the community and enjoyment. He's been described as an excellent leader and has displayed this during his tenure in the unit, from being half of the ATGW hive mind to now where is a well-respected platoon sergeant and an example to other leaders in how to support those under your command. Brandy now serves the unit in a thankless job as J3 intelligence head. He has, in a very short period of time, led his team in forming Operation Links into what will have largely been enjoyed over the last few months, and he's achieved this through creating and implementing good ideas, leading his team by example, and constantly striving for improvement. So, massive round of applause for Brandy. The amount of time he puts into this unit is insane. It's always great to see people putting this amount of time into something they love. And there's clearly a lot of passion behind it. So thank you very much, Brandy, from all of us in the unit and from BGHQ. Big round of applause from everyone. Well speech. Well speech. Big boy voice.
Thank you very much. I can't wait to print it out and take it around the clubs at the weekend.
Right.
Ladies will love it.
The swinging clubs, you'll go down well.
Righty. Congratulations, everyone, if you did receive a medal. If you didn't receive a medal, I'm very sorry, but you just have to do better next time. Get nominated. My PayPal is on the forums if you want to send something like that, or do the same thing that someone did at Christmas and send me a bottle of whiskey. They were promoted very shortly after that. I'm not going to tell you who it is, so you're going to have to guess.
Can we send you money for the scope also?
You can send me money for anything you like, Foika.
Okay.
You might not get it though.
For anything.
Sure, Klein never sent anything in.
Okay. So that has been Operation Links, everyone. If you didn't get a medal, you might still be in the winning. If you achieved over 80% average attendance, I think it is. It might be 75. I need to remind myself. It's on the forum somewhere. Then you will get a nice little button on your deployment ribbon to show everyone else how sad you are. So congratulations to you if that's the case. As I said, admin week until the 8th. Don't turn up. Go and do something else. PDT for 4 weeks. Op starts 8th of June. PDT is mandatory, so that's normal op scheduling, etc. It's going to be good fun. We're in the jungle. Thank you very much, everyone. Please do, as you leave, don't fuck anything up. Don't do the things that we used to do, because we've got now a little bit bigger. We've got Burn McCoy on tomorrow, so we need to make sure that nothing is damaged for them.
No nukes?
Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
Guys, don't leave right away.